Good evening, Yarnies, Dirty Hookers, Fiber Fiends, and Couplings. My camera was not set up in the right position. How is everybody? I haven't seen everybody in well over a week. Let me adjust this. Let's catch up with chat. Iron Shepherd's Gary got first. Last Sunday at 59. Oh, are you having a birthday soon, Gary? Welcome in. Binge Bear, I know you're lurking, but thank you for this sub. When you're back, you probably can't hear me. I will get with Binge Bear for the colors that Binge wants. Welcome in, Race Cup. Thank you for the check-in. Thank you for the check-in, Bray. How are you? Bray, I am so sorry. I was in your stream earlier this morning, and I got super sleepy, and I was like, yeah, I can't anymore. So I had to lay down and take a nap. Like, it's been a week. It's been a week. I'll explain that in a moment once we get going. Welcome in, Grammy. And Trouble is on a 15 stream streak. Wow, 15 streams. That's a lot. Why is there a shadow? Oh, it's my camera. You could tell I haven't streamed in a while. Fix that, maybe not. Thank you for the lurk. ARP type. I think that starts at 50. It's okay. Yeah. I wanted to be there. I enjoy your streams, but yeah, I was sitting here and I was literally nodding off. Not that you were boring. You were not boring. It was me. And I'll get into why I've been so sleepy lately. Everything's fine. But welcome in. Last that I have streamed, I was part of the Crafting Rainbows Raid Train. Crafting Rainbows event is still going on through tomorrow, last day of June. But the Raid Train was, what days were those? Those were the 19th through the 22nd. Yes. I had a stream on the 19th, a stream on the 20th, and I gave my slot for the 21st up to Granny Karen Cakes Marino. Cub has been, yes, I have been very busy. So Granny Karen Cakes did cover for me on the last day of the Raid Train. The last time there was a stream from this channel, she did a rainbow doily, and I heard that she was showing everything in her handbag. And there were some things in the handbag that concerned me, like the alcohol. I'm going to have a talk with her. Not that I'm telling her she shouldn't do that, but maybe try not to have an open beverage in public. Yes, I'm so grateful that she was able to help me out, because there was a lot going on for the Raid Train. It was not my Raid Train. It was Binge Bears. But I was assisting and helping. And that was Saturday. While Granny Karen was covering for me, that Saturday, that day, was it that Saturday? Yeah. Clay Miko, previously in the week, the end of last week, messaged me and Grammy and wanted to know if we wanted any craft supplies. Knowing us, we said, sure. So Clay Miko, Nora Ferry, and their little one came over with a carload of stuff on Saturday. And this is not yesterday, it was the week before. And it was a mixture of things. There was a box or two of fabric for Grammy. There was some needlepoint / cross-stitch embroidery type stuff. And then a good amount of scrapbooking and paper crafting. So she said, if I want more, go through everything. If I want more, there is more. So I looked through stuff. Everything looked good. There's a few things here and there, but for the most part, everything looked good. And I said, sure. So a week ago today, Clay Miko and I went, okay, the story was somebody that she knows went to church with a lady who passed away suddenly. She was a big crafter, and they were clearing out the condo, and the family didn't want anything to do with any of the crafting stuff. They were just going to toss it. Well, we don't want to toss good craft supplies. So Sunday, me and Clay Miko went over, and my jaw hit the floor. It's mostly it's all pretty much scrapbooking and paper crafting, card making stuff. So we got a carload of that. We brought that back. And yes, Grammy, you're on your way up. Grammy, yes, that is when the heat wave started. It started like Saturday night into Sunday morning. That's when the temperatures were starting to tend to rise. So we had to go to, it's basically an apartment building, but it's a condo. So it was only about 6 steps up. So it wasn't a lot, but it was so hot, and I got winded, and I was like, yeah, we were going to end up loading up Clay Miko's friend's vehicle, but I couldn't. So we unloaded everything. Then Thursday. No, not Thursday. Wednesday, Clay Miko's friend loaded up a car of stuff and brought it over to me. And then Friday, I went over to the condo and got the last of it and loaded up Grammy's car. So pretty much 4 carloads of mostly scrapbooking, paper crafting stuff. I'm in the process of sorting everything. I've gotten most of it sorted. There's some few things I have to go through, and then I'm also going to organize it somehow. Once I get it a little more in an organizational type thing, once it's a little more presentable, I will take pictures or video, or I might even pop over to the other room and stream it on stream one night. Tons and tons of scrapbooking paper of different sizes. The 12 by 12 and the 8.5 by 11. There's cardstock. There's specialty papers. There's stickers. Tons of stickers. Tons. There's a little bit of stencils, not many stencils. Tons and tons of rubber stamps. What else is over there? Punch. Like the little device thingies to punch things out. Die cuts. Die cuts galore. There's tools to go with some of this stuff for stamping. Pens. Yes, I got, well, the pens are right here. Pens and ink pads. I got about 50 or 60 of these Copic markers. These are expensive. These are expensive markers. These are alcohol ink markers. I'm afraid I'm going to mess them up. About 6 dozen ink pads, all different colors. Welcome in, Andre. How are you? What else is there? Odds and end things. Just, yeah. And albums for, like, planners. And, yeah. It's pretty much for card making. And, junk journals, planners. There's no real scrapbook, necessarily dedicated scrapbook albums. There's a little crimper device. I already had a crimper device, so now I have 2 crimper devices. And I can show you this. You know what? We could do I could do a demo. I've only practiced it once. Welcome in, Sly Lady. Give me 1 second and grab this, because I can actually have a thing I was going to practice with. Let me see where this is. And this is what I need. I wasn't prepared to do this, because we are going to do a new craft. Well, these are both new crafts, but oh my gosh, it's heavy. We're not crocheting tonight. Mainly because carrying everything, dinner time, gonna lurk. Alright, thank you, Sly Lady. Carrying everything, lifting it in and out of vehicles, up and down steps, getting into the house, sorting, taking it up steps in the house, sorting more. My body is worn out. And I overextended my thumb, so it's tender. So I don't know if I can do the crochet, but what can I unplug? I think I can unplug that. But I will do some demo of this one thing. I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert. I told Supreme, and I've been telling my other card making friends and paper crafting friends, I'm coming for their gig because I need to use up this stuff. Paper is very heavy. Paper and books. Well, books are made out of paper. So if anybody's moving and you got books, don't put all of your books in one box. Put books in the box and then put light stuff on top of it. Because, yeah, it's not a good idea to put books all in one box. Welcome in, Blue. How are you? I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this because I did not prepare. This was not the plan. Okay, I got yarn I need to move. So, one of the first things that Clee, you lost your voice. Oh no. I'm sorry. I hope you get your voice back. One of the first things that Clay Miko brought over. Oh my god, that's heavy. And that's not even paper. Let me turn that. Oh, I can turn it down on my end. Oh, we're going to have to zoom out. Is this machine? Welcome in, Catherine. This is a e-bosser. A big, heavy piece of a machinery. It's plugged in. I'm going to turn this machine on. We're not going to need the machine right now. From what I understand, I've only done one test thing with this machine. Oh my god. You could do different things with it, from what I understand. Let me get this out real quick. This is like new territory for the Crafty Cub. Very, very new territory. Big time new territory for me. Okay, I need these. These are heavy here. Oh my god. Okay, I don't need that container. Thank you for the check-in. Alright, so I have an instruction book because I'm going to need to refer to this momentarily. And I got to get a piece of cardstock. I do have some cardstock. Well, look at me. Look at me. We're just going to do a little sample. And I did get a small little sampling of die cuts that were kind of cool looking, of different thicknesses. There's many, many, many more in the other room. I can't show it all on stream at once because my computer is not in that room. Alright. What do we got here? So I've got some Sizzix die cuts, like the big thick ones. These are all the thin metal ones. Oh, I don't even know why that was in there. Oh, we'll practice. We'll practice with things. Let's do the thin ones first. All right. So, actually, no, we're not doing the die cuts right now. We're going to do the embossing thing. Okay. Oh, I got to cut this down. I don't have a, there's no paper cutter. There was no paper cutter, believe it or not. Oh, that was a test page anyway, so that's good. There was no paper cutter. And there was no, I guess you call it a scoring tool. I know Supreme has one. I know other people have them too, where it's this board with these lines, these grooves in it, and you measure it, and you lay your paper out, and you got like a thing, like basically a plastic knife type thing, and you can score to help cut things down. Welcome in, Teddy. I'm pretty good. How are you? I'm just gonna rip this. Okay. So, and this is all new to me. This is all new. This is called an embossing folder. It's a piece of plastic, and it's got, like, texture. Okay? There's little grooves in here. Okay? It's all, like, these little channels. And then the top part has got the opposite of it. So, it's raised on this part. Okay? This side's got little channels. This is raised. Very hot, yeah. It's cooled off here a bit. I mean, it's in the upper 80s. Which, yes, that has cooled off, because we had temperatures in the very upper 90s, low 100s most of last week. And that was also when I was lifting and moving all of this stuff in the house. Alright, so from what I understand, and I gotta look at my platform A, that, C, and D. Okay. Don't need that. I don't know what half of this stuff is for. I'm gonna have to, oh, that's it's magnetic. Okay. So, we're gonna put our paper. This is our paper that we're gonna emboss. And you're not really gonna see much because it's white, but you might see it. So, I'm putting it in the folder. This is from what I understand. 86, yep. So, we've got these boards, and this is just for filling thicknesses. So I'm going to put my embossing folder there, and then this on top. I'm running out of room. Okay, so I've sandwiched that all together. I got to move these other pieces. Oh, then we're going to get this machine. It's got a slot here. It's turned on. Oh, it was turned on. Oh. Came unplugged. Come on. Wait, why isn't that? That doesn't stay in there all the way. I don't like that. Okay, it's on now. And then this whole sandwich thing, I'm going to feed in here. And it's going to press down on this. It's going to put pressure on that, and it's going to emboss the paper. It should take it by itself. Why isn't this, there we go. And it comes up the other side. This is so cool. I know other card makers I've seen on streams have a machine like this, but it's hand cranked. This I don't have to hand crank. And now, I'm gonna get my embossing folder. I'm going to open this up. Oh, you can see it. Okay, that's... Okay, ignore the printing. But it has embossed this paper with that pattern. And then I guess what you could do is you could use this. You could use different colored paper and even pattern paper, I guess, and include it in your thing. Or you can even probably color. Ooh, that's what I could probably do, is I could probably try to color with those markers some of the flowers. So, yeah. The other thing that you can use with this machine I'm going to use the same paper. I'm not going to move this. I'm not moving the machine back and forth constantly. But I'm going to get one of these thin. We're going to find a die cut. Looks like toilet paper. Actually, the pattern kind of does. That's gonna be a little rough. Welcome in, Whiskey Ghoul. This is like if you go into some restaurants and like school, they had some rough toilet paper. You know what? How are you, Whiskey Ghoul? I'm not using all of these die cuts. I think we're going to use this butterfly. Now, I've never die cutted before. So, I got to read how to use a die cut. Welcome in, Supreme. I'm playing with my embosser, and look, I embossed some paper. Okay, Supreme. You are the person I need to talk to. Okay, I know your machine is different. Doing all right. Chilling. Yes. Yeah. Wait. Here's a Sears robot catalog. Yeah, I should. This is the first picture I sent you, Supreme. It's an e-bosser. Yes, it's electric. Could use them as tatting pattern. I don't know if you could use that as a tatting pattern template. Spoiled brat. I'm sorry. Can you help me? I know your machine is different, but I guess the idea is the same. I want a die cut. So, I also... Welcome in, lady girl. Shep, you need one. Okay, so I've got a rubber mat here. These are magnets, I think. I think these are... Wait, we're going to see if they're magnetic. Where's the die cut? That's not magnetic. Okay, that's a magnet sheet. Oh, they're for embossing? Oh, I ran it through without it. Okay, that's magnet. Okay. So those are the rubber sheets. These are magnetic. Oh, that's what it's for. It's for the Duh. Okay, the rubber sheets are for the embossing. The magnetic sheets are for die cut. This is all new to me. Okay. I don't know what order to put this in. Is it going to tell me? If not, I might need some, Okay, cutting die. Oh, okay, I got it. Oh, I gotta see how many of these boards that I need first for these thin dies. Each machine, yes, each is they give you kind of like a cutting with thin dies. Platform A, material, cutting die, shim. Okay, that is what I thought. C and D. No, there's an instruction manual. It's right here. Now, I guess she must have she put her die wrong and she cut the, but that's okay. We can still use it because I'm using a small die. Okay, there's the die, and it's showing face up. And then the material, I guess is where we're going to put it. I know I've already embossed it, but I don't care. I guess you can do that. Okay. Yep, that's what I'm following the directions. All right, we're gonna move that there so you can. I know it's tilted, but why isn't it? Okay, it's turned on. Let me turn it off. You can cut face up. Apparently, cuts better. But I like to see where I put my die. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try both. Why isn't it? Okay, let me unplug. Let me plug it back in. Oh, it might not be thick enough. Oh, okay. Oh. Well, the game... Okay. The booklet says Platform A, Platform B, Platform C, and D. I have A, C, and D. There's no B, but there's another A, and I don't know if they're different thicknesses. I'm assuming they are. There was no Platform B. Now, this person might have had a Platform B, and it ended up going somewhere else. I'm going to try Platform A. Hopefully it's not too much. Yeah, they are different thicknesses. That's not going to work. Okay. Trial and error. Trial and error. This is what we're going to do. That's get rid of the magnet. Oh. Well, no, that wouldn't be thick enough. Oh, and two, yeah. You're so smart. And two of the A's. See? So no magnet. Too thick. That won't work. That won't work. Okay. 2 magnets and 1 A. Yeah. Plus I have the 2 rubbery things also. Put the die. I don't care where it goes. 2 magnets and 1 of the A. It's making a noise. Two magnets and the 1. See? No hands. No hands. Okay, we're going to see how well this worked. It didn't do anything. It didn't do anything. And this is regular cardstock, so it's not really like thick paper. Maybe put one of the rubber mats under the magnet. Welcome in, Aranita. Moving that bottom one up. Wait. Moving the bottom one up above them. Oh! Wait. So put D, that, and that maybe? Because that's D. That's D. But I'm trial and error. And this is for this type of die. And it's face up, so I'm not going to mar up the platform. I have an e-bosser. Aranita, I've got a large is not the word, massive craft haul, mostly scrapbooking, card making supplies. Okay. Okay. Give it some help. Yes, there are 2 magnets, yes. There's 2 magnet sheets in there. I might have to add one of the rubber. I didn't use any of the rubber mats. Oh, okay, rubber mats give it cushion. Okay. Didn't do anything. Didn't do anything. Yeah, if I had the plate B, that would work, and there is no plate B. I might have to get a plate B. Okay, wait. Okay. So, this is the thickness of A. So, it's pretty thin. C, and that's D. D is thicker. So, I'm assuming B is between thickness between A and C. A, C, D. I have another A. Not ACDC. So this is D. Just a big piece of acrylic. So D and C. Because what they're saying is using thin cutting dies, D on the bottom, then C, then B, then a shim, then a cutting die, your material, and then A. Cutting die, material, A. All right, I'm just gonna try. I'm just gonna welcome in Super Positive. I'm gonna put in both rubber mats. I know it's probably not for this. And then I'm going to put in the magnetic. Welcome in, Crafty K. A mini window AC. I wish. No, this is an electric embossing die cutting machine. Okay, I'm going to put in, I've got D on the bottom, C, both rubbery mats, both magnetic mats, die cut, the paper, and A. Maybe that's why she had so many. I don't. That doesn't work. Put rubber between D and C. Okay. Part. C. Oh, okay. Okay. A hard surface under the. Okay. Welcome in, Linda. That's making a. That's a louder sound. You probably just embossed the butter. Yeah, I've already embossed the butterfly. Look, it didn't. It. Oh, I didn't realize there were. Okay. So the machine itself be adjusted. It's the plates. Yeah, there's no adjustments on the machine. Okay. I don't know if it had a clean cut. I don't think this had a really clean cut. So, if I'm missing chat, I'm sorry. Okay. So it kind of worked. So I'm going to have paper everywhere. So, good thickness. It's because the rubber had some give. Okay, yeah. I'm going to redo this. I'm going to redo it. The rubber has some give. So, yes. I'm going to put... And one magnet. Okay. So, rubber between the plates. And there is the one magnet. There's paper in the die cut. This was not what I was planning on doing on stream today, but I had it on hand. Oh! I've seen people poke out these little paper little bits with these little holes. Okay. See? I learned. Once you have a recipe... Yeah, it's just a... Oh! That's... Okay, that should... I didn't get all the paper out. It should, Oh, there's lots of little crevices and nooks and crannies with this. I don't know what I was thinking. What I was expecting. Thick cardstock. Oh, yes! That is a good idea. I could do that. Welcome to Papercraft. Okay. So, one magnet, two rubbery sheets. No hands. I know, I'm a spoiled brat. This was going to be thrown in the trash! I think it did sound better. I mean, again, it's still, oh. I mean, I'm new to die cuts, and I had to pick a very intricate one. Maybe it's the die. Again, I'm gonna have to play with it and practice it. You know what? We're going to do a less intricate die. How about we do that? Where did the die go? Okay. Do I have one that's less intricate? Oh, that's kind of intricate. Oh, we got a bird. Now this is like, this also, one of them embosses. It's made like that. Does it have a blade at the top and bottom of the butterfly? What do you mean? What do you mean? So that's the top, and then that's the flat. The sharp edge? Wait, I'm confused. I'm confused. Yes, it goes all around. Yes, it goes all around the butterfly. No, it's the whole thing. And all of the little intricate shapes in the butterfly's wing. Oh, yeah, no, I don't think that's the case. All right, we're going to do a simple one. There's also an embossing one on here. This has never been used. This is brand new. I'm the first person, at least I think I'm the first person to use this. And yeah, I think I'll be able to. It's the eBosser brand. I saw some online. I was just Googling what I had, and okay. Then there's some other ones in here, but most of the die cuts are like this. Well, that's more of an embossing thing, but well, no, yeah. Anyway. But most of them are the thin ones. There are some other ones that are in here. Some that's the part that cuts, and some only scores. Or go to the dollar store, buy a small self-healing mat. Yes, saves the plates. Ah, yeah, that. Oh! I heard a clicking. I don't know if that's a good sound or a bad sound. $1.25, nice. Oh. Look what I did. Clicking is normal. Oh, it's the plate. Okay. Let me get this little tool. Look what I did! I made a bird! I feel fancy now. Okay. Where did I put that? Ah! I'm pulling... Oh, no. I'm pulling... Okay, that's fine. I thought I was pulling the thread out of a shawl that I was crocheting. Bird is the word. It's not a Richard. It's not a Richard. But there are tons. Tons of die cuts. Tons of rubber stamps. Tons of stickers. Oh, insane. But yeah, these are my... Look. We got some honeycomb. There's honeycomb. And then there are these. Now, I didn't bring the other tool with it. It's in the other room. There was this... It's called the Quick Cut something. It looks like a big, huge pair of pliers. They're massive, and it's got a little, like, jaws on the end. And then... these, but there's only 3 of these. There's empty packages of other ones. I don't know where the dies went. And it kind of holds it somehow. Nice and fat. Yeah. But I only have the 3, those 3 dies. I don't know what happened to the other ones. I got empty packages, tons of them. But I've got a maple leaf, a leaf, and then these 2 leaves. What else was gonna... Oh, okay. Now this one I gotta look at the, magnet to hold the die. Oh, okay. So it's, yeah, it's like a, what do you call it? like ply, like a punch, like a 80. Oh yeah, I can believe it. Okay, I do have not as many, but a handful of the Sizzix dies that I'm going to try, and this is saying, because it's Tim Holtz Sizzix, platform A, material, cutting die, and C. Okay. Yeah, the old style, yes. Okay, A, here's A, and then C. This may or may not work. All it's saying is, what do we say here? No, that's not it. C, cutting die, material, and then A. Well, I'm just going to use that. I'm going to try to center it, I guess. I don't know. Again, I have no idea what I'm doing. That's what... Oh, yeah. That's kind of clunky. That's kind of clunky. Ooh, I don't like this. I don't think I like this. I have no idea. I have no idea. Oh, it kind of did. Oh, this is a very intricate. I am picking the intricate dies. I got to be very. I'm afraid I'm just going to rip everything. Again, if I do, it's just paper. It's not. It is not the end of the world. It's just paper. Exactly. Same thing I say about yarn. It's just yarn. Oh. And now, okay. That's pretty. I like that. Welcome in, Dark Knight, on the right paper. And there are beautiful, beautiful pattern papers. Most of the paper is like that Victorian, well, Edwardian shabby chic look. That's what most of the paper is. So I guess it's going to be my style. But, Crafty Cub has gone to the birds. Got to do work training. Wait. Got a work training to do, and you're... Oh! Yes! Put a little flowers on the branches. Yep. Yep. Okay. So. Where... I'm one of those crafters, and I know I'm weird. I know I'm weird. But I have to put things away where they belong. And even more so with all of this stuff, if I don't, my house is going to look like a hoarder. Then you get to the work. Alrighty. You wish you had to do that. So... I'm just going to put all those in there. Yes, enjoy your training. I'm sorry, my brain is all over the place at the moment. Okay. This is not where my dies go. I'm just use this to bring it over from the other room. Okay, let's put that in there. Oh, and the embossing folders. I did put all of my stuff away after stream. Pulled out a bunch of things. Nice. The things you were showing off were very pretty, Supreme. Very pretty. Okay. And I'm dealing with this with a tender thumb because I've hyperextended it, moving everything. So I'm I had to reorganize some of her stuff because it worked, but it didn't work really. A lot of it's not going to work for my space. So, wait. I never said you were naughty. Be naughty. I missed that. Welcome in, Mass Bandit. I'm good. We're just playing around with my brand new electric e-bosser die cut machine. There's reusable shopping bags that, where I live, you have to use those because my county has made plastic thin shopping bags illegal, so they're not allowed anymore, which I'm okay with because I never liked them. So the reusable shopping bags, 5, count them, 5 full of pads of 12 by 12 scrapbooking paper. Not to mention these plastic containers. I don't know how many of them that have loose ones that were ripped out of the pads or were bought individually. Melt, yeah. Welcome in, Anne. Yeah. And then there's a decent amount of 8.5 by 11 papers. Supreme. Would you want me to have all of this or just know that it went to the landfill? Neat, interesting to learn. Yes. And then I also have a I don't have it here with me. It's in the other room. If anybody has watched Supreme's stream when she makes cards, you know that contraption she has? It's like a square. And you open it, it opens it up, and she puts the card on there, and the positions the rubber stamp, closes it, opens up, and it sticks and inks it up. And okay, folder press, yeah, that type of thing. It's a stamping tool. I have one too, and I showed a picture of it to Supreme. I didn't know what I had, and she was not happy. She was she was happy. She was jealous. Apparently, the one I have is an expensive one. So, actually, yours has 2. Like, you can put 2 different ones. Mine only has the one. So yours, you can change it, and you said you can. Yes. I have a Misty. I don't know what it is. I know what it is. I didn't know it was. You couldn't afford a Misty. I'm sorry. Apparently, this lady, everything in her condo. Cookie cutter? No cookie cutter. She had really good taste, and she got the expensive stuff. Don't even have a Misty of any paper crasher. Not the die cutting machine. No. Yeah, I don't know what the cookie cutter. Happy to hear you be cheery. I'm usually cheery. Oh, and I know what they are. I've never used them. I've only seen one person use them. I've got 3 different sizes of jelly plates. And that's nothing to do with peanut butter and jelly. It's not that type of jelly. Yeah, she had cats. She had no family. Well, she had a cousin. Extremely happy for her. Just wish you luck. You had luck. You happy? Yes. You wish you had my luck. Yes. And those of you who've been in my stream for a while, you'll know that last year we were recipients of a major yarn haul because a family friend's stepmother passed a few years ago. She had ran yarn needlepoint store. And then the year before that, Grammy got a big fabric haul from the same person. Thank you for the lurk and check-in, Giggy Jack. Welcome in. If I die before you, let you know you won't make you take things. Yes. Yes. Oh, there will be pictures in time. Maybe by the end of the week, because I'm still we're in the organizational mode right now. Oh, I just ripped my headset out. Okay. We're going to do some yarn, a yarn craft, something I've never done before. In this haul, it wasn't all scrapbooking. There was some fabric, and there was some needlework stuff. Very little. A lot of fabric for needlework, like linen and 8 cloth for cross-stitching, and like frames to do the work. Seems like we have friends from friends of friends that croak. Yes. I jokingly, and I'm actually not jokingly, I told Clean Miko and Grammy the other day, if I hear that somebody knows somebody that knew somebody that passed away and had a large collection of craft supplies, I will give them my condolences. But I don't want to know. I don't want to know what they had, and I don't want to know they had a collection. We have no more room. And I'm not going to live long enough to use everything. So, in there was this thing. It's called a locker hook. And I'm like, what's a locker hook? And I thought it was something, but it's something that's different. So, it's a crochet hook on one end, but it has an eye of a needle on the other. Yes, you want to know. You're like me. I want to know. And then you want to save it all. Yeah. I was not going to let all of this. Again, four carloads, like SUV style carloads. Not completely full, but pretty much, we're going to say 4. Mostly scrapbooking. It's a cool look. It is kind of a wand. Well, you know Fiber Arts is magic. You know that. You wanted one of those? Oh, a locker hook? I didn't know what a locker hook was. You make sympathy card. Yes, I can make sympathy cards. Oh, I can make sympathy cards. Gotta learn how to make a card. Okay. So I thought this was something, but I was wrong. But in all of this, oh, you have no idea, Catherine. And everything is brought in the house. Most everything is in the spare room. There are 2 boxes of things in the living room that I use as a staging area. Oh, and there was watercolor books and watercolor paints. That's not what you thought it was. Depending on the size of the car, yes. So, there was this book called Locker Hooking. And from what I understand, reading this book, and I've watched some videos, knock, who's there? Oh, the Nook, okay, yes, Bray, okay, that's what it was. Bray thought, yes, Bray has one and I have one. It's a knitting needle on one end and an eye on the other. Yes, the Nook, yes. And I think me and Bray and I, we did a collab stream where we kind of learned together. No, it's not that. So, this is supposed to be a craft from, I think, the early 1900s. We're gonna snooze that ad. Someone needs to teach Cub how to paint. Oh, no. So it's basically like a rug hooking type thing, but you could also do pillows and things. And originally, I think it was supposed to use wool. Not really wool yarn, but like bits of wool. But this person or somebody adapted it to strips of fabric. Well, I'm not going to use either one of those. And I'm going to use some thick fluffy yarn, and I'm going to practice. It kind of looks like it's woven, but it's not. And nice to meet you the first time in your life. Yes. So it says you use latch hook canvas, and this was part of that haul. Plus, I already had some, but I'm going to open this up, and I'm not going to make a piece this big. We don't need something 3 by 4 feet. Where are my non-good scissors? I should have cut this and prepped this in advance. Okay, you know what? We're just going to do a sample. So I'm just going to cut a piece out. 50. You've done locker hooking? I've done latch hooking before. Who preps for straight? Usually the Crafty Cub tries to prep a bit. You know what? I'm just gonna... make a square. I'm gonna cut this little piece down. You've done both? Yeah, I've done latch hooking back when I was a kid. I'm very familiar with latch hooking. And how are you, Mass Bandit? Okay. I'm gonna cut that off. I don't want a big piece. I'm just gonna do this. Just a little small square. Okay. You did that. You have done so many things. Yes. Okay. Oh, these little sharp pieces, these edges, I want to cut off because they're gonna bother me. An ear infection. Oh, I'm sorry. Respond. Oh, I hope you feel better. Ear infections are not fun. They are not fun. I hope it will eventually respond to your treatment. Okay. We have made a mess. We've made a mess. Okay. So it's telling me, from what I've read, to fold over these edges, like one square over. And I'm going to use yarn, and it may or may not work with the yarn. Allergic to oh! Oh, yeah, so you can't do, like, penicillin. Oh. Those are the worst because your ears help with your balance. Yes. Yeah. Ear infections really, really suck. And it sucks that you're allergic to most antibiotics. A few years ago, heavy-duty antibiotics, or eardrum. Oh. Yeah. Penicillin didn't work. Or any derivative. And again, if you're like Mass Bandit, you can't have that. Okay, I'm going to cut out these corners to reduce the bulk. Don't cut it. Oh, well, the video I watched told me to cut it. Well, it's just to cut the notch off the corner, so there's less bulk. But okay. Okay. This may or may not work with this yarn that I'm using. So I'm just gonna. This is some thick chenille yarn. I don't like crocheting with this stuff. And I want to use it up. When I did, it just kind of had to fight through the bulk. I forget the reason. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I'm just threading my yarn. I probably had to have shorter length, but it's fine. And I'm folding this over, and I'm going through. I'm going to start here, and have way too long of a thread. I have that habit. I always cut my yarn long. So I'm going to go through, and I'm whip stitching around the edge. So we're gonna outline first, and while I do this, we're gonna have an ad coming up, and then we're gonna see if that actually this craft will work for me with this. I don't see why it wouldn't, because I'm just fixing my tail, as Crafty Cub usually does. As Crafty Cub usually does. Okay. So I'm just, yeah, I'm going the right way. I might have to go through it again. Just experimenting. I'm tired. So yes, that's why I haven't been streaming all week, because I've been dealing with the craft haul, and my body. My body is like, yep, nope. Yes, just for the edges. Then we're gonna, once we get all the edges done, then we will do the locker hooking. So this is just gonna finish off the edge, and you do that first. And in the book, the lady was like, yeah, her granddaughter or somebody's granddaughter who was like 7 was doing it. I'm like, oh, I might be able to do it. But the few videos I've watched, it looks pretty straightforward. But I've seen them do it with strips of fabric, which we do have fabric, but if I can do this with chenille yarn, I'd rather do that. Now this chenille yarn might be a little too thin. That's fine. Yeah, I could double it up, yeah. We're just going to see what happens. It's all about experimentation, and they said on the corner you might have to do 2 in the same, which would make sense to go around the corner. Meaning 2 of these whip stitches. Learning new things, yes. Shipmate tuna Alfredo. My belly is full. My mouth keeps saying you want more. Yeah. That story of my life, Supreme. Welcome in, Cozy Vibes Crafter. And we're going to have an ad here in about 2 minutes. I'm pretty good. How are you? Oh, and I found out the other day I had a paper cut because I'm going through paper, and my hands are getting grimy and all, and I got the hand sanitizer, and I found the paper cut. Cozy, yes. Yeah, that works. Yeah, it was right here on my thumb. It's almost healed. Yeah. like, oh, that makes sense. I was handling a lot of paper. Lot of paper. Paper, yes. Yep, very dry. Very dry. Well, it sucks the moisture out of your hands. I mean, some yarn does that too. Yep. You're going to lurk. Alrighty. Enjoy your lurk. Hands look old because you are only 22. You just had your 22nd birthday. After these messages, we'll be right back. Yes, we will be right back. I used to have that as a little video jingle thing every time I actually went to an ad. I might have to bring something that back. Well, I don't actively take an ad break like I used to all the time. Every time there was an ad break, I would actually stop and so people didn't miss what I was doing. But I'm like, no, I'm gonna keep going. They can wait for through the ad. Or if they wanted to, they can get a sub. They don't have to. Would never demand that. Yeah, and it was the one of the cartoon little things back in the day, Saturday morning cartoon type thing when I was a kid. I try not to say anything super important. Yes. Yep, I stopping. Yes. And what I'm doing right here is really good for an ad break because it's just whip stitching. Why is I was going to say, why does everything look dark? Because it was Crafty Cub? I'm smart. Yeah, I've been streaming for almost 3 years. Wait, has it? Wait. Yeah, yeah, 2.5 years. Usually say, thank you for sitting through the ad. Yes. Yep. Yep. I think this will work. I think this is... I could double it up, but... Well, I'm about to... Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. I was not paying attention there. Okay. Ad's almost over. I gotta fix a mistake. I'm surprised the chenille yarn hasn't broke yet. I gotta fold this under. Welcome back, everyone. Okay. Oh, that's already broken. It's fine. We'll make this work. So I'm just still whip stitching all around, and then we'll attempt the locker hooking. You stop for ads because it's important for me to get up and move. Yes, sit more than 90 minutes. Your knee lock. Oh yeah. Give me a choice to change your body position. Move your hands. Yes, that is a really good idea, Bandit. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. How was your stream? Let me give you a shout out. Welcome in. How was, what were you working on? Let me catch up with chat. If you are new here, I am the Crafty Cobb, fiber artist, crocheter, needle tatterer, embroiderer, soon to be paper crafter. We're the home of the proud dirty hookers. We don't wash our crochet hooks. There are people that wash them on a regular basis. We don't. If you do, you're still welcome. We do not discriminate. I specialize in teaching crochet and basic beginner needle tatting. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask me, and I will try to answer it if I am able to. Let's see. Let me get the music back. Welcome in. Oh yes, I was lurking, so I can close my tab too. How is everybody? There's so many names here. Okay, Catherine, you're already here. Welcome in, another cat lady, and Nikki, double cat raid. Oh wait, there was a double raid. It's good, thanks. Oh, you're very, very welcome. And in that clip, were you playing GeoGuessr? We've played GeoGuessr on here before. Let's see. Like a double raid. Oh, cat raided you minutes before you raided. Ah, so all of the cats. I like kitty cats. Welcome in. Another cat lady. Welcome in, Shell Smiley. Upcycly. Thank you for the lurk. Let me see here. All right. If you have anything you want to share, another cat lady, links are open. We can always take a look, or if I have a Discord if you want to post anything there. Feel free. My brain just glitched. Close another tab. Lurking in cat. Yeah, all of the tabs. Tonight I am trying a new craft called locker hooking, and it's a type of rug making, I guess, and it uses a special tool. It's a crochet hook on one end and an eye of and the other end has an eye like a needle. And let me show you an example. We're not making this project in this book or any of these projects. I'm doing my own thing. Let me see if I can find, where's that one? So this is done with fabric strips. I'm using yarn. And where's another? All roads lead to Cub. So there are these rugs. Welcome in, Legion. Legion 54, welcome in. There's a bright, colorful one. So I guess you can use like your scrap fabrics and kind of like a rag rug. Well, there's like a rag rug look to it. But that one's kind of cool with the squares. I know there's a glare sometimes because of the glossy paper from this book. Let's see. That one's pretty. But where are we? But it's using canvas, latch hook canvas, and a special tool. But I'm securing my edges first. But yes, another cat lady. If you need a raid and run, also, I totally get that. We're just gonna hang out and learn a new craft. Anybody came in on the raid? Does anybody also craft? And if so, what do you do? Close up. What? Closes up tab. Ah, yes. Yeah, all of the tabs have to be closed. And Aranita, wait, not Aranita, another cat lady. It's usually because both of your names are purple, and it starts with the A-N. Another cat lady. Oh, A-R-A-N. It's all purple and an A, and it's a long name. And another cat lady is on a 3-stream streak. It's been a week. Also, earlier in the stream, I was explaining to everybody that I have received a massive craft supply haul over the past week, mostly scrapbooking supplies. So, Crafty Cub is going to become a paper crafter. It was forced upon me. Well, I could have said no, but then all of that stuff would have been tossed in the trash. And I jokingly, but also not jokingly, say that we run a home for wayward craft supplies. Because we really do. Also, and I'm 100% serious with this, if you were in my area and if you already know my address, I'm not giving it out just to anybody. If you already know my address and you happen to be in my area and you want craft supplies, well, send me a message and I will hook you up. I can't ship because neither one of us are going to be able to afford the shipping on paper products, because shipping's expensive and paper is heavy and they do it by weight, and yeah. It would have to be shipped by freight. And I ain't lifting all of that stuff down the steps and out the door. A little bit here and there, but okay. We're about halfway done. Having a massive warehouse sale. Free! Now some of this stuff might charge. Posted the finished diamond painting. Yes, let's go and take a look. Let's see. Alrighty. Another cat lady was part of the Crafting Rainbows raid train the other week. Is it the type of crafting for? Yes. Yeah. Hang one tight. Let's look at another craft lady's share, and then I can explain what I'm doing. So you finished? Wait, this is finished. This is so pretty. I have seen progress on this before the raid train and during the raid train. And when I first saw this, Binge Bear was showing it off in his Discord on his stream the other week. And for us US, and North American, maybe European too, but I know here in North America, from of a certain age, when I saw this, it kind of almost reminded me of Lisa Frank. Lisa Frank is a company that makes school supplies in these bright colors and these fun types of designs, and that is what it definitely reminded me of. Simply amazing, and Cat worked so hard. Yes, it's very, very pretty. And this definitely screams Crafting Rainbows. So thank you for sharing. I know you've been working on that for quite a bit. Let me see. Let me close that. All right. Okay, you haven't seen this type of crafting before. I haven't either until Saturday. It's called locker hooking, and you could make different types of rugs and pillows and things. I guess traditionally it was done with wool. Not wool yarn, but actually like wool roving. But people have done it with fabric. I'm doing it with this chenille thick yarn because I don't like crocheting with it. And I want to use it up. And it's latch hook canvas. So if anybody's done latch hook before, it's the same canvas. Oh, we've got a little bit of a snag. And I'm just going around the edge with my yarn. I mean that. And then we're going to do the locker hooking. Kind of proud that I started for the event one day early, but whatever, and even finished it on time, despite it being 60 by 80 centimeters. That's a sizable piece. No. Well, similar as in it is a fiber craft, and you use a grid. Remember doing latch hook craze in the 80s? Yes. When everybody's doing yes. Finished project, yes. I've done a few, and actually somewhere, I don't know if I still have them. Maybe I got rid of them. I did them back when I was a kid. They were two identical ones. They were square. They were a sunflower. I don't know what was going to be done with it. I don't know if I still have them. But it's kind of like that, but meaning it uses that same canvas, but you don't use a latch hook. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I needed that. And yes, there is 80s music playing. I am an 80s fanatic. I was a child of the 80s. And I guess I'm stuck in the 80s in some ways. This is my everyday music that I listen to. Isn't cross stitch technically a fiber? Yes, it is a fiber. Yep, use a grid. And see the stitch goes where. So no, that's not a stupid question. It's closest to fiber art. Yes. Cross stitch is a fiber art. And but you don't make little X's with this, with what I'm doing. You actually gonna make like loops. You're gonna pull stuff up in loops, and that will form kind of like a rug. Like, you know how like a lot of rugs. Okay, that piece is. I'm gonna have to snip that because it's kind of messed up. The current should learn something. Oh, the current music. I mean, there is some current music I like, but most of it, I guess, because I'm old. It's like, you kids and your music, get off my lawn. It's that type of thing. I don't get it. Which, there were probably people that didn't get the music I listened to when I was young. So, I mean, all generations go through that. So it's nothing unique. It's just the passage of time, and I love the kids grooving to the cover of an 80s song, and they're shocked when they know the word. Yes. See that? Yeah, that's one thing. It's some of the younger generations like, oh, did you hear about this so-and-so artist? And we're like, oh, I grew up with that artist. And they're shocked that, like, no, this is brand new. No, that's not new. Or, this was the other year, I saw a bunch of things online somewhere that some of the younger generation, and when I mean young, I mean like teenagers, they were like, you've got to try this new way to make popcorn. It's brand new, and it's called Jiffy Pop. And I'm like, Jiffy Pop's older than I am. That's not new. But it was probably the same way when I was a kid. I thought things were new when they weren't. So, younger gen are learning and wondering about it now. Overall, sounds good. Good music. Familiar with Cher? Yeah, are you familiar with Cher? Hello? Welcome in, Binge. Binge. I can't find. That's not it. Here it is. Binge, would you be so kind to pick 2 colors for the subflower? Because you subbed at the beginning of stream. If you, whatever the first color is the center of the flower. The second's the outer, and plus I have white. So pick up to 2. It can all be 1 color. Doesn't have to be 2 different colors. I know I'm putting you on the spot, Binge. 6 for the outer. Okay, so 6 for the outer and 4 for the inner. Okay, so I've got that written down. I can show you my notes. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 flowers to make and 21 leaves for gift subs. I have not made yours yet. I have not been crafting in a week. Friday the 20th was the last time I crafted. Granny Karen was on the 21st, so Granny Karen did some crafting, but I haven't done crafting since the 21st. I mean, since the 20th. Not even a little bit. Not even a... no. Okay. We're almost done with the whip stitch. This is the boring part. What am I doing today? I am doing a new craft that I'm learning, that I've kind of learned about, called locker hooking. And it kind of makes rugs, or I guess this might even be like a mug rug if it'll work, if it's not going to be too bumpy. And it uses, I think, traditionally used wool roving, but you can do it with fabric. And I'm using chenille yarn because I don't like this yarn. It's not for me. Welcome in, Zalera. I'm doing good. Wish you could hang longer past midnight. Hope I'll be able to hang soon. All right, thank you, Another Cat Lady, for the raid. And your diamond painting piece came out amazing. Just wondering if the colors look good. Yeah, I haven't even checked. I haven't even looked at any of the colors. Okay, I can cut. I cut way too much on this. It doesn't need to be that long. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it's another raid! You're fine. Let me give you a shout out. Oh, are those emotes bottles of ranch? Oh my gosh. I love that. I'm going to give Ranch Pesto, or Rach, a... that's another tab I can close out. How was your stream? Welcome in, Raiders. I am the Crafty Cub, fiber artist, crocheter, needle tatterer, embroiderer. We're the home of the proud dirty hookers. We don't wash our crochet hooks. If you do, you are still welcome. There are people that wash them on a regular basis. It's something I will not do. I even have the t-shirt. I even have the t-shirt to match. I'm a proud dirty hooker. I specialize in teaching crochet and basic needle tatting. So if anybody has any questions, stop me and I will try to demo. Very good. Pattern writing. Oh, I have never done that. I have never done that. Let me see here. Welcome in, Crafty Odd Mama. How are you? And, alright, I think I'm caught up. Let's get some music back. If you have anything you want to share, Rach, links are open, as you know, Discord, all of that good stuff. But if you're pattern writing, you probably don't have anything to share. But if you do, feel free to do that. We can always take a look at your art. And I am learning a new craft called locker hooking. I was a recipient of a massive craft haul over this past week, and one of the things was a locker hook and a book, and some latch hook canvas, and I'm going to attempt to do this. And I'm doing the prep work. We're not actually doing the locker hooking at the moment. We're almost there. Welcome in, Yarny Pixie. That is a cute emote. Okay. But I'm glad your stream, hopefully your stream went well. But we're just doing the thing. And we're not making one of these patterns, but I can kind of show you an up close. This is done with strips of fabric, but you could do it with wool roving, but I've decided to use chenille yarn. Ugh. I know there are crafters that love the chenille yarn. I can't. It is not a fun thing to crochet with for me. Probably because I'm a tight hooker, and the yarn will break all the time, which I get frustrated and cranky. Okay, I'm going to go through this one more time, and I'm just going to cut these tails long. I also should weave them in. Feel you on chenille, necessary Eve. Yeah, ugh. Yeah. So I prefer the thin, like the crochet thread. Someone told me with that yarn you should wear a mask. I guess you could if it's breaking a lot, because these little fibers. Welcome in, Candace. They can come off, but Skip and Chenille ended up donating. Yeah. I don't think I've ever purchased the chenille on my own. It's either stuff that I've was gifted or... Oh, wow. Alright, yeah, no. Nope. Any yarn that is a weight of 4, a worsted weight, and thinner, I'm great. Even the bigger ones, no. Scare the crap out of me. You got put... Oh, yeah, sometimes I'll click the thing and it goes into mod mode. Alright. Ranch Pesto has shared this with us. This is beautiful. This is very, very... It's gorgeous. Let me see what it says here. Wrote lines for the patterns for the rainbow hat. Got through the segment below. 11 lines. Took 2.5 hours. Oh, wow. Wow. That is beautiful yarn. All of the yarn is so pretty. And it fits with Pride. It is June. It fits with the rainbow theme that a lot of us have been working with. Very pretty. I love this. I love this pattern. Yeah. Ranch Pesto does amazing, like, shapes and textures with the crochet. Ambidextrous pattern, but someone finally asked me to write it down. Ah! Very nice. Yeah. If you're not following both Another Cat Lady and Ranch Pesto, what are you doing? And they are both, well, yeah, they're both Crafty Collective members. I had to think. Yes, they are both Crafty Collective members. I'm going to try to weave in my tails, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do it that well here. Probably because it's yarn. It'd probably be easier if this was fabric. Okay, come on. I think I cut my tail too short. Oh well. And Rach, if you need to raid and run, feel free. I totally get it. I'm not telling you have to leave, because no, I would never say you need to get out, because that's just rude. And I am not rude. Well, I try not to be rude. You have to alert. Alright, Pixie. I know it's getting a little bit later in the day for you, Pixie. Okay. Welcome in, Purple Angel Wings. I have waited till basically the last minute and have so much stuff left to do for... Oh, yes, Camp Chaos is coming up. Camp Chaos is coming up. That is a yearly event that Art and Jests community does. And I think Yarny Pixie is a camp counselor this year. You'll work. Lark. Yes, stream unwinding. Yes. You are, yes. Okay. Oh, these scissors are not good for that yarn either. If it, well, they're not going to mess up the thing, but my chair's squeaky. I've tried to fix it, and there's nothing I can do. Okay. So, I've gone around the edge. Probably not the best. Everything I've read is using cotton yarn. I didn't want to get out my cotton yarn because I'd have to move half the things. So I'm using some acrylic. Just some acrylic worsted weight yarn. And I'm going to thread the eye of my locker hook. And I'm going to use, let's use this pink. We need color. So, ooh. That's some bad yarn barf. This may or may not work. This may or may not work, because this, oh. Well, that won't work because that's got a big old knot in it. But this should work. Okay. So the way I understand this to work is, I'm just going to start somewhere. I'm going to put, this is going to be what the yarn, what the rug will look like. This is going to, this yarn, the white yarn's holding the yarn. So I'm going to go under, grab a loop, pull it through, leave it on the hook. I mean, I could start, yeah. Actually, let's start in the corner. Let's start in the corner. Pull it through, leaving a tail underneath. Leave it on the hook. And you can have different lengths. You can make the loops bigger or shorter. And I'm going to pull up. I'm going to go in and pull up a few of them. So I've got 3. I'm going to do about like four loops. And then I'm going to pull this through. Look like a pro. I'm going to leave a tail. Some of the things said that they tied it on. I'm going to leave a tail because I can always weave that in. Okay. Now I think the trick is trying to get your loops all of the same length, the same height. You like chenille, but you're a glutton for punishment. Hey, everybody has their different likes. Okay. Go in, bring up a loop. Go in the next one, bring up a loop. And that's what we're doing. Now, I don't know how well this is going to work. Because, see, that loop is much bigger. That's where I'm going to have the problem. And I just pulled that one tight. I think that's where my problem is. And with fabric, it's probably going to be easier. because it's going to kind of fluff up, I guess. But I don't have fabric. Mom grew up in the village that worsted yarn is named after. Oh, very cool. First syllable is pronounced like the first syllable. Worsted. Second is like worsted. Worsted. Yes, worsted. Do only 3 at a time until yes, that's what I heard. 3 or 4 at a time until you can get the right tension. But that one is much bigger. Well, maybe it'll work. It'll work out. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. But that's cool that your mom grew up in that village. Oh, okay. I've got a knot. We've got a knot. We've got a knot. Okay. See, one loop is much bigger than the other. It's fine. We're just experimenting. It's a brand new craft to me. Take some practice. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, that's how I was with other other crafts, not just fiber arts. Oh, I should be going through both layers. That's fine. It's fine. I'm just going to do a whole bunch. I'm getting the idea. I mean, it's not too difficult, too dissimilar from crochet, pulling up the loops. It's the consistency. It's getting them consistent. And it's when I start and stop. See, that's, yeah. I'm going to probably have to rip this out and redo it. You know what? Let's do that. So what I understand, this thread locks them into place to keep them from coming out. And I don't have to have big loops. They could be, actually I probably want them shorter. I probably just want them shorter. How are you, Candace? Have you ever done locker hooking? I mean, it is a rug hooking. Candace does amazing rug making crafts. You have yeah. I never heard of it until last weekend. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, what is this? You know what? I'm gonna do a whole bunch. A lot of people misspelling the first syllable as worse instead of like, oh, Wooster, okay. Instead of like, Wooster, okay. Woosted. Is it woosted? Woosted weight? I mean, us Americans, we butcher everything. Actually, I want shorter loops. I don't want, tall loops. You did locker hooking in the 70s. You may want to hold the rug, not just the yarn, on the first loop. Ah, yeah. That is a good idea. It's just going to take practice. I'll find my groove. Yeah, this is probably going to be like a mug rug. If it's going to be even enough, if the pile is going to be too tall, then I'll have to find a use for it. For something else. Okay. Raya rugs. I don't know what that is. Much closer to the name of the village. Slightly less emphasis on the first. Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm pronouncing other words and from other places is not my strong suit. We can't even pronounce the words here correctly where I live. Okay. So, I've seen you can do it back and forth, rows back and forth, but I'm going to keep going all the way around. Okay. So, hold the rug and that. And it's this corner. That's going to be the difficult part. Yes. And I think you're right. Holding the rug might help me. And I'm doing a whole bunch at once. It's probably not what you're supposed to do. Okay. Okay. It's doing it. It's doing it. It's a lot easier on my hand because that's the thumb that's a little achy. So it is a little bit easier on that. Oh. Oh, I gotta hold that. Just can't pull. Can't pull on that because it'll pull it to the back side. Oh, I'm not even showing it in frame. This is actually fun. And I've got other colors. I've got a blue, a reddish color, and more of the green. Okay, well, my loops aren't even. Loop's not even, but maybe I can even it up here. Going around the edge that way, loops are going to be facing... Yes! Yes, they're going to be facing different directions. Yes. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. The way you're pulling up so many... Yes! Yes! Very much like Tunisian. Yes. When I saw that being done, I'm like, oh, okay, that's like Tunisian. Because I have practiced Tunisian here and there. I've yet to make anything with Tunisian, and I should. I've got all the tools. Okay. But yeah, every time when you change, your loops are gonna go in different directions. Yeah, you could do that, or you could do it just rows back and forth, and they're all going the same direction. I've also seen it where I was watching a video. I could adjust that loop length. Okay. Somebody was they had sketched out a pattern. So I'm not doing a pattern. They had sketched it. I always did rows back and forth. Mess with your brain. Yeah, I can see that. But they had a pattern. There was like a flower. They had drew on their canvas, and they left it open, and then they went back, and instead of locker hooking, they basically embroidered with the strips of fabric, and it made like a puffy, not puffy, but almost like silk ribbon look to it, but it wasn't silk ribbon to do the petals of the flowers. But yeah, I can understand how it would mess with your brain with the loops going in different directions as you turn it around. By changing the direction, yes, it'll do a design on its own. Yep. That's kind of what I'm kind of looking for. Yeah, because when I saw this hook, and I'm like, I've seen something like that before. I don't know if that's what it is. And then I was like, oh, no. I had no idea what locker hooking was. Yeah, it's when I start a new... Well, okay. Okay, that's how I can fix it. Because that last one that I do, it gets tight. Because I'm a tight hooker and a tight puller. But that kind of helps. You just kind of even that out. The corners are not fun to do because there's bulk there. Adjust that. Self a hat and Mobius Infinity Scarf with a crow hook. Yes, I've got crow hooks also. So I've successfully made myself something Tunisian. Yeah, yep, that is a variation of it. Yep. Yeah, if I'm good at this, I like the feel of the chenille, but I don't like crocheting with it, but I can do this. That could be something that I can make with this yarn. And use it up. So you got a lot of cool things. Yes, like I had explained at the beginning of stream, there was a box or two of fabric. Grammy ETC got that. There was basically a box of, and I've already put it away, of linen and some Aida cloth for embroidery. Some really nice linen. A couple stretcher frames for needlework. And then most of it is scrapbooking supplies. Like tons of scrapbooking supplies. Okay, that loop got really tight there. So I'm going to have to be a paper crafter. So it was my best friend's hairdresser went to church with a lady who suddenly passed away, and she was a big time crafter, mostly art, junk journals, planners, scrapbooking, that type of thing, card making, and she didn't have a husband. There was no husband. There are no children. And the family, the extended family, I don't think she had any siblings. The extended family were just going to throw everything away, and we were like, yeah, no, that's not happening. So, and I showed earlier on stream, I have an electric card embosser. You can also do die cuts. Tons of rubber stamps and ink pads and expensive alcohol ink pen marker things. Paper. Stickers. So many stickers. But once I get everything fully organized, probably later this week, I will take pictures. An e-bosser, it's behind me. It's an electric. So it's not a Cricut. So it's not that type of, it's not something that you program and it does it. No, it's got a series of different types of plates that you put your die cuts in, or your embossing folders, and you put it in here and it pulls it through and it does it. And that thing is super heavy. Oh, I just took out the thing. Okay, I'm gonna cut that because we're changing color. Okay, so the other colors I have, I've got blue, I've got this reddish coral color, and I have more of the green. I think we're gonna do blue. I think I want blue. But yeah, I was overwhelmed with it all. And we were moving it during this major heat wave. I do not recommend that. I do not recommend moving mostly paper when it's 100 degrees outside. I don't recommend moving anything when it's 100 degrees outside. Okay, we're changing our color. I don't recommend moving. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, that's not fun. Our high a couple days. High of 55. Bring that weather here. Oh my gosh, I would love that. But this past Friday, the heat did break, because it dropped like 20 degrees from one day to the other. I'm like, yeah. 55? Oh, I would love that. I would love that temperature. It's perfect. I like cooler temperatures anyway. You can keep it up there. It is giving us a praise. Yeah, that's what my friend in the Houston area had said. I'm like, no, don't send me that. Like, take it all back. Take it back. Okay, I'm going to need practice with this. But I think I'm getting the idea of this. I like the feel of this. That's a weird thing. I don't really like the feel of chenille yarn working with it and maybe making a crocheted plushie, but when it's in this form, I don't mind it. It's weird. It's weird. It's just basically like I'm yarning over with crochet. That's all I'm doing is yarn overs. Yeah, I'm actually, I'm doing better just doing a whole bunch of it at once. I just can't have my yarn that I'm pulling through to be tangled. I'll have to go back and get all fancy with it all. I like this. This is a craft I could get into, and I'm gonna have to try this with fabric. I'm gonna have to. I was gonna say raid, but I'm not going to raid. I'm gonna have to ask Grammy politely if she can part with some of her fabric stash. Just a little bit. It could be remnants and scraps. I don't want her good yardage. Okay, I've got 2 rounds done. It works up quick, too. Okay. And then I guess, and when it's all done, I can get that, like that rug backing stuff, so it's not as rough, because part of the canvas is kind of showing through on parts of it. And you can make it non-slip. Yeah. Let's get this reddish coral color. I'll keep these because those can be filled in wherever I need them, wherever I need that little bit of color. Oh. Coaster, yes. Adhesive cork back, yes. I might have some cork, and there might be some cork in that haul. I'll have to see. I'll have to see. I think we might have some. Yeah, that would actually be better if it was cork. Oh, wait. Let me see. Oh, I was doing it right. My brain was like, Crafty Cub, you're not doing that right. But I'm like, no, I am doing that right. Brain, don't. No. Brain, you're wrong. You're very wrong. Has anybody ever done that? Told their brain that their brain was wrong? Oh. That hurt just a couple off. Yeah, I wouldn't use, like, really fine material on this. I would definitely use something thicker and bulky. Welcome in, Retro. Yes, it is Mr. Cub. We're locker hooking. We're doing a different type of hooking today. How many hookers? We got a lot of hookers, probably. I mean, I do run a brothel here. And hey there, Mary. I think I saw you come in earlier, Mary. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I didn't say hi. Well, even if they're not dirty, they are still welcome. Majority of us are dirty, but that's not a requirement. It's not a requirement. Okay. For some reason, this reddish coral one, it might be a thinner yarn, but that's fine. Sorry to say tonight. You're a nutty knitter? That's fine. Nutty knitters are welcome. Yeah, this yarn I'm using here is a little bit thinner. But you know what? I might even go around in those same holes one more time if I can. Working on a little frog, and he's illegally cute. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's okay, I kind of snuck in right before the raid. Oh, with the green. Yes, I was doing the outline. You're going to suggest that? Yeah. Welcome in, Practical Porsche. Should be done soon. All right, thank you for the lurk. Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with it being thinner, but you can see the yarn that I'm using to lock everything down. And thank you for the check-in, Mary. But yeah, that's what I'll do. I will, I'm going to go around a second time. And we're going to have another ad. A lot of ends to deal with. Is that the right one? Yeah, that's the right one. Oh yeah, I have no problem going into here to pull up another row. That would be cool. If I did the whole thing in like mostly one color or maybe a couple colors, and then using scrap bits here and there and to fill in different areas. It could be a photo frame, yes. That is true, it could. Now I'm just doing this small piece. You can do much bigger pieces. Like actual rugs. Alright. I should have doubled up. Actually, instead of going in again, I should have doubled up. We can do that. We can do that. We have the technology. Okay, that's a reference that's dating me. So I'm just going to pull out that, and then all of it just pops right out. Well, it should pop out. That's what we're going to do. We're going to redo the red. The red should be doubled up. Again, experimenting. Kids to bed, so you don't have to stop what you're doing. A needle tatting question. You're making my stitches correctly. Why can't... Alright, okay, yes. When you get back, I can answer. Because we're going to have an ad. An ad's going to be going... we are in the ad. If she doesn't have a sub, she can't hear me. Oh, ad just finished. Okay. Yes, when ad gets over with, and when you get back, I can help you. And if you want to, like, maybe send me a picture if you want. Okay. Not that needle. Tapestry needle doesn't go on that. It's the locker hook that goes on this. I mean, you could do it with a regular needle, but it's going to be more difficult to get the loops up into the canvas. Okay, we're doubling up. I just got to make certain to grab both loops when we double up. Pulled that up. Welcome back, everybody. I've decided to redo the red. It's like a reddish coral color. I'm doubling up using 2 strands because it's a little bit on the thinner side, and you could see my locking thread, that's what I'm calling it, through the loops. And that was easy to fix. Thank you for the lurk. Yeah, when you get back from lurk, I can help you with the your needle tatting question. Okay. That just needs to be snug. Locking thread. So what I'm doing is this is called locker hooking. So it's this cross stitch, it's not cross stitch. Latch hook canvas, and it's this special tool. It's got a crochet hook on one end and the eye of a needle on the other. And I'm just using whatever yarn. Technically, a lot of people use like a cotton yarn. And I've got that threaded on the hook. Okay? And then I'm going in, pulling up a loop of my medium. They're going to call it, you can use fabric, but I'm using this yarn. And going into each of the holes, pulling up a loop. Wait, that got all twisted. That got twisted. Going in, pulling up a loop. Again, I'm just learning this. And go in, pull up a loop, and you're going to pull up a series of them, and they're on the hook. So I'm just going to do a whole bunch. I haven't played with varying and figuring out the height of the loops. And then when I get down here, I'm going to run my hook through all of the loops, and it's going to pull this thread in there, and that is what's holding it onto the canvas. If it wasn't for this thread, all these loops would pop back out and you just have a pile of thread. Is there no any? This is a brand new craft to me. Brand new. I only heard about it about a week ago when I got the book and the hook in that big yarn, not yarn. There's one skinny yarn in that massive craft haul. So I've been learning a lot between this and delving into the realm of paper crafting and card making. There are tools I had to research, both YouTube and other places online, and then asking my paper crafting friends here on Twitch. And there's going to be more questions to ask them. Brand new, and you're doing amazing. Making poems too with the book and the hook. You didn't know my other name was Dr. Seuss? But I am the crafty cub. I'm not the crochet cub. I'm not the fiber art cub. I'm not the well, I am the I don't know what I'm doing half the time cub. Talking hooks. I watched Peter Pan. And Hook. Oh, wow. Yeah, I haven't seen those in forever. Yeah, doubling up this one yarn was a good idea. Yeah. Again, I want to try this with fabric strips. Even though I do like the feel of that. That's kind of fun. Possibly your favorite children's story in both films. Aww. It is a good story. It is a classic. What was it? Barry. Wasn't Barry the one who wrote Peter Pan? I don't remember his initials. Initials. I'm going to double up the green. I don't know if I have like a favorite children's story. I've got a lot of them. There's a lot that I like. J.M. Barrie, yes. James, okay, yes. Gotcha. I knew there was initials. Ah. That just snagged on my finger. Okay. Martin. Okay. I'm not certain. Yeah. This green is a thinner one also, so that's why I'm doubling up. Oh, Matthew. Okay. Okay. A mix of crochet and needle. Actually, it's got elements of crochet, it's got elements of needle tatting, and elements of latch hooking. Back to Lark. Alright. So, yeah. It's got the latch hooking because you're going through the canvas. The crochet hook part because you're pulling up the loop. Actually, I messed up some loops. You're pulling up the loops, and then needle tatting because you're forming everything on there and then pulling everything through your stitches. So yeah, that's probably why I figured it out, because I've done all of those. So yeah, and now with needle tatting, you pull everything through your loops and everything stays on that center thread. Yeah, I gotta get better with my loop consistency. But I guess with anything in time, that will improve. Ah! I lost a loop. I'm still losing loops. I've only done latch hook kits. Folding yarn in half. Yes, tying it to the grid. Yes, you fold it around the hook. You put the hook in with the latch under, and you pull it, and you do the thing. And the welcome in, Ship. Thank you for the biddies. I knew it. I know it. We all know it. We all knew that was going to happen. Here we go. Let him get it out of his system. Yas! I'm gonna watch the new. You know what? I've only ever seen the very first Jurassic Park. I didn't know there was a new one. I'm not a big dinosaur fan. The reason I have it on there because it makes that funny sound where he's going yas. They ruined it with the last one. Advertised not. Yeah, I am not. Jurassic World. Yeah, I have. I've only ever seen the very first one. And that was like right after it came out. Like a couple years after it came out. I didn't see it in the theaters. I don't know if it was cable or what. We have a lot of ends to weave in. Oh, we're done. I'm going to switch colors. Only heard about the new one because they sponsored a WWE event. Probably the first one's the most realistic. Excuse me, sir. Why are you not card making? I'm not card making because I have to sort everything. I'm overwhelmed. There's so much stuff. Show us your Copics. Excuse me? That's a little personal. A book was better. Well, I watched the second movie. You haven't watched any since. So what ship is asking for? Copics? I don't know how to pronounce it. You're gonna make me do stuff. Ow, that's heavy. Ow. Michael Crichton. Yes, Michael Crichton. I've heard of that. Well, yeah. Ink pen. Ink. There's scissors. Oh, and I don't know if Supreme is here. I've got some B washi tape. Oh, well, there's tons of washi tape. You don't know how much washi tape we have. Oh my. I forgot about that. Whew. So much washi tape. And itty bitty little staples. Itty bitty ones, not regular standard ones. Itty bitty ones. Just stuff. Just stuff. Stuff. So, do you want to see my Copic markers? Staple of Staples. I've heard of them. Staple of Stapler. Yeah, I've heard of them. So I've got these Copics. I've never used these. So these are the Copic Chow. Okay. So I got these colors. Oh, wait. There's more. So I think there's like 24 of those. These things are not cheap. I found that out the other night. And then, I can't lift this up because it'll fall out, but these are mostly Copic sketches. There's like 40 some. Plus there's some other ones. There are these square ones. I've got like 4 of these square ones. And then, these aren't Copics. Spectrum Noir? I don't know what these are. And then, this is for Copic Various Inks. This says colorless border. I don't know what that does. Show you the tip. No ship. So it's got a brush tip. So that's a brush tip. And that's like a chisel tip. So those are the sketch. Why am I asking? Wait. Ship is asking about Copics, and I mean, yeah, they are very good shape. Well, I haven't opened all of them. So these square ones, there's a chisel tip, and then there's like a finer, smaller tip. It's not a brush; it's like more of a finer point. Neon brown, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I've watched some videos on this. I hope not. Oh, and I did learn. I watched a video and I'm like, okay, that makes sense. So, again, I am no expert. I've never used one of these. But on the ends, they've got a letter and number system, and there's a reason behind that. The R has to do with, like, the color family, like the letters to the color family. The first letter has to do with the tone, and the other one's the intensity. And I'm like, Oh, that kind of makes sense. So, yeah. And I don't know what this... okay, this is a different brand. Pens and pens and pens, yes. So that's got like a fine tip. Again, I don't know what brand this is. And it's got a chisel tip. You should go for a... oh, gosh. R for pink. Well, it's in the red color family. You know, red is... pink is related to red. It's like a lighter version of reds. You add white to red and you get a pinks. Oh, and this was an extra thing. I mean, this wasn't that fancy. Where did I put it? Uh-oh. Oh, here it is. It's not that fancy. It's not that exciting because you can get this anywhere. But I didn't have one. I got a paper color wheel. Again, it's just a color wheel. Anyway, combine red and blue. You get purple, not bread. Why would you get bread? Oh, blue and red. I see what you did there. If your bread is purple, demonstrate the markers. Okay, I've never used a Copic marker before. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't want to mess them up. Even though I've been told you can't mess them up. Today's the day. You know what? I'm gonna start with these. Okay. Well, we're gonna come back to locker hooking at some point, because I guess ship has taken over the stream. Do I have any paper that I can color on? Oh, that's not in this room. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, we're just gonna... You can't for fiber arts. Well, it's not just fiber arts here. Just to need to be quick with them, or at least for color. Yes, that's what I've understood. Okay. Yeah, that was a word. Okay, I'm gonna use blue. This is sky. You said blue and red, right? Do you want to have a coloring? No, because I am not good at coloring. Staying in the lines is not me. So you said blue and red, and you want to get bread? Okay, we can find some bread. Okay. So, it's first time ever using these, and I'm scared because these are not cheap markers. Okay, I'm just gonna color this. I don't know if I'm doing this right. And then we're going to get the blue. And we can blend them. Oh, they kind of blended. Again, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. That kind of looked like purple. Not really. That didn't work. Again, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to use this green color. Oh, that might be a little dry. I'm going to try to color in around the edge. And they kind of blend. Again, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I turn it sideways, looks like a sunset on the sea. Oh, yeah. You're an artist. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing with these. These things scare me. You got to draw something and check. Oh, no. I am not. No. I am not an artist in that. I cannot draw. I cannot draw. Nope. Draw me one of your French breads. That's funny. Draw me like one of your French bread. Yeah, I can only draw... If I knew how to draw bread, that's the only way that I can do anything with bread. Can't have any breads. That's pretty funny. Okay. Chat, but no. No. Chat, don't listen to him. Yeah, I'm going to have to really learn how to use those markers. Yeah, I don't want to mess them up. Yes, locker hooking. Yes, we're locker hooking. It's not something that you shouldn't do in the gym or in the hallways at school. It's not that type of locker. It's not a storage locker. Oh. I'm mainly doing this to use up this yarn. Oh, I pulled the loop. It's not a I don't think you would want this as a blanket. This canvas is not very comfortable. It's to make rugs or pillows, like decorative pillows or wall hangings. It's not really a thing that's going to work for a blanket. I'm probably going to, if this will work, it's going to be a mug rug. Yep, it's the chenille yarn that I had on hand. Yes, yes, it's a small rug. Yes, it's going to be for my my cup or my mug. I have one that Grammy had quilted, which I need to throw in the washing machine. It's a little grimy. For Supreme shoes? What? What? This is too small for a pair of shoes. Small shoes? Oh, you have to have really, 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 really tiny shoes. So hear me out. If you had a big one, can you use this for a picture frame? Yeah, you definitely could. I mean, I cut this from a piece of canvas that was like 3 feet by 4 feet. Anything can be blanket if you try hard enough. Yes. But yes, it could be a frame if you just left the center out or cut the center out. Yes. So yeah, this is just a piece I just trimmed here on stream because I didn't need that big of a piece for the camera. But commonly, from what I understand, you use strips of fabric to do this instead of yarn. Or even wool roving. Giggled and stopped reading, so could hear me out if you had a big one. Oh my god. Ship. Anyway. I'm not looking forward to weaving in the ends. Don't encourage him, Whiskey Ghoul. Can you believe someone is... Wait, what? Wait. Excuse me, Ship? Dating you? I thought you were married. I don't need to be witness to any relationship drama. I don't want to know. We need to get you a filth meter. We need a filth meter for ship. Not married. Oh, I thought you were actually married. Okay. Oh. Supreme, there's still a way out. Well, there's always a way out, but there's an easier way out. Less paperwork. If you get your license, you can marry us? Meaning like the officiant? Actually, what was it? It was actually during the pandemic when Clay Miko was marrying Norfairy. Our friend, Nurse Ratchet #1, actually became ordained online. It's just a form you fill out, and she actually married them. And then we can eat burgers. Locker hooking, that's a new one. Seems like there's always a new... Yes, Unstable Potato. It's new to me. It is new to me. I just found out about it about a week ago. Makes it up. I didn't make it up, but actually everything somebody had to make up. Like words. Everybody says that's a made-up word. Yes, all words are made up. So, yes, all crafts are made up, too. I'm going to have to add more to this. You know what I'm going to end up doing? Since you can't see it, I'm just going to do... Oh, wait, I'm doing this wrong. I'm going to do a little knot here. Do the thing. That didn't work. Okay. I don't have time. Now, I have time. I don't have brain power to mess with that. Just go with it. Yes, I'll go with it. But, yeah, you use latch hook fabric, canvas, and this special hook. It's a crochet hook that has an eye on the end like a needle does, like a hand needle. And you bring it up, you bring the loops up of whatever you're doing. You don't thread that with it. You thread that into your needle, because that's they call that the locker medium. Or one of these is a medium. I think the colorful is the medium. I don't know. I'm brand new. this is the first time ever doing this. Wait. What is going on? What? Cobb, I'm too sober for all words are made up. Well, they are. Some say Cobb is made up. Yes, we are all made up. Yes. Cobb is AI. Yes. Programmed by Grammy. Yes. Very true. Very true. You've got it. You were correct, sir. But yes, all words are made up. Somebody had to make them up. They weren't just like bestowed upon us. It's like, oh, there's a word. No, it's like somebody had to come with the idea of whatever it was and form, oh, this is the sound that's going to be called. And I'm not here to give a talk on languages. I'm the last person to give a talk on languages. Okay, that knot is going to be a pain. I'm just changing color each time I go around. We're almost finished this. Oh, the red. Let's do the red. And that we have to double up. Questions your existence. Well, that might be a good thing. We should all question things. But you do exist. You do exist. Did you know Catherine 197 once fought a bear? It was fair because she had weapons and he had bare hands. Wait. Oh, it wasn't fair because she had weapons and he had bare hands. Okay. I get it. Bare hands is like empty-handed. He was unarmed. That was a really bad dad joke. And I really like dad jokes. But try harder. He had no arms. Ah, okay, yes, haha, you get it. That too. He had no arms. Still. Try a little better. Oh, I pulled my loop. Don't pull your loop. It's not always a good thing to pull your loop. He was also bare butt. Okay. Isn't it past your bedtime, Ship? Exactly. Exactly. Oh no. Why are you giving me money? Because I kind of made a little joke at your expense. Okay. Okay, I can say now my hands are getting warm from using this yarn because it is a very insulating yarn. It's also another reason I don't like working with it because it gets very hot. You can misbehave because Supreme isn't babysitting you. Maybe she should. Perfect song for this project and the Crafting Rainbows event, because technically it is still Crafting Rainbows event, because that is all month of June. Oh, I can show this. I didn't work on this since my last stream. That was where we finished with Dorothy. I will finish her. I gotta attach her head, I gotta give her hair, and finish her dress. And I think then she'll be done. So, Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz is in progress. The bear walks into a bar. I'll have a pint of beer and a packet of crisps, please. The bartender serves him and asks, "It's great to serve a bear, but what's with the long pause?" To which the bear replies, "I don't know. I was born with them." Ba-dumps. I've heard that one before. All right. We're getting down to the end. Dorothy looks like Philip from South Park. Terrence and Philip. Yes. Do you want to know why? Do you know why? Because they're Canadian. You could have had at least feigned interest in your joke. Oh, that's hilarious, Retro. I love that joke. Best joke of the night. There we go. That was a knee slapper. He's a bully. Yet you all keep coming back. Thank you for shouting out Retro. Was it better than Ships? Of course it's better than Ships. Oh, I know. I've seen him turn you upside down and shake you for your... I do not! I made mine up myself. You didn't need to shout me out. Yeah, Retro hasn't streamed in a while. Okay. We're getting down to the end here. I know, but I do that. Yeah, nobody is safe. No one is safe. He even shouts out Grammy, and Grammy has never streamed. And Grammy will never stream. That's not her thing. Literally thinking of doing something this weekend. Oh, sorry that you're knowing you're not well. It was barely bearable. Ha ha ha. I see what you did there. And we got to see your cute mustache. What? Okay. That is weird, Ship. Even for you. That is weird. Okay. Okay. I know it might be a compliment, but that's a kind of a weird way of complimenting. So I don't have much of a mustache. Alright. We're going to end with this pink. And we've got... That'll probably be enough. I've got... a big mess. So you can see I only have a couple more little stitches to do, little loopies. Yeah, I said little loopies. Why is it snagging? Here we go. It was snagging. I get it. It's just one of those things. Some people like mustaches, some don't. Okay. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Obviously meant in a nice way. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. How was your stream? Let me give you a shout out. Let's do the thing. Let me see. There we go. What were you working on? What were you doing? Welcome in. I am the Crafty Cub. If you've never been here before, I'm a fiber artist, crocheter, needle tatterer, embroiderer, soon-to-be paper crafter. We're the home of the proud dirty hookers. We don't wash your crochet hooks. There are people that wash them on a regular basis. I don't. If you do, you are still welcome. We do not discriminate. I specialize in teaching crochet and beginning needle tatting. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I will stop what I'm doing and try to do a demonstration. Welcome in, Jessie Cat. Warnings, the soot sprites have exploded from the nebula. Welcome in, Deb. How are you, Deb? Welcome in, Kiki Hunter Creative. How was your stream? If you have anything you want to share with us, links are open. I also have a Discord if you want to share. If you don't have anything or don't feel like sharing, that is fine too. Easy going here. You brought friends. Thank you, Deb. Let's see here. Deb, may I sit next to you? And Andre, yes. No. I'm on Andre, not Andre. Yes. Streamer's great. Usually a weekend streamer, so I had to pop up after dark, where we're told after dark dad joke. Oh, no. There are many people in my community, me included, that do enjoy a good dad joke, clean or after dark. So you've come to the right place. Yes, of course, but I haven't. Oh, I'm sorry you have an upset tummy. I'm sorry. But welcome in. What I was doing here tonight, making a mess. I'm doing a new craft, and it's kind of turning out pretty good. It's called locker hooking, and I've kind of, well, I gotta perfect things. I'll show this in 1 second. Where's the thing? So you start, from what I understand, you start with latch hook canvas. So this is a very stiff canvas to do latch hooking rugs, and a tool called a locker hook. It's got a hook on one end and an eye on the other, and you thread your yarn or string. That's what you're not going to see. That's what's going to be kind of hold this all together. And you bring up loops of your yarn, or you can use fabric. You bring them up through your canvas, and you go down and you bring up another one, and you do a series of them. And then you pull this through, and when you do that, this will lock them to prevent them from coming out the back. Kiki was worried about bringing the spicy crowd here. I said, no. Oh, we're 18 plus. Yeah, spicy, within reason. Within reason. Spiciness is accepted here. But that is what we're working on. This is a craft I just learned about a week ago. And I can show you, I've got a book. I got the book and the locker hook in a massive craft supply haul that I was fortunate to get. I actually saved stuff from going to the landfill. Lots of stuff. And what was in it was this. And you could do rugs, but they also... And this book is demonstrating with strips of fabric, but you can make like a hot pad, a pillow. This is done with fabric, and then you can do different types of rugs. And it's pretty fun, pretty easy. You can do different patterns in it. And so that's what we were doing tonight. So, brand new craft. And again, if you need to rate and run, feel free to do that as well. And I'm just finishing up this piece. Again, there is lots of improvement. All of my loops are not even. But for my beginning, for the first time, I think I'm doing a pretty good job. Mom does this stuff using Hessian sacks. I'm not sure what a Hessian sack is. But it's kind of related to, it's a form of rug making. So, and I'm using this chenille yarn. I hate to crochet with this. Hate it. I don't like working with thicker yarn, and I don't like working with really fuzzy, plushy yarn. It's not my thing. Burlap, coarse and loosely woven. Okay, yes, I've heard of fabric kind of like that, kind of like burlap. That's much looser. And I'm just using this up, so this is going to be a great use of my of the yarn I do not care to use. Let's do that. So that's kind of what I had planned for today. I don't know what else I could do. I don't really want to crochet. I would show off my craft supply. You know what? That's what we could do. That's what we could do for a little bit. I could switch over to the phone. bear with me, and go over to the annex that we're calling it, the other room where a lot of the craft supplies live, and we can look at some of the stuff that I got. The room is a mess. The room is a disaster. So you have to keep that in mind. But we can actually, yeah, that's what we could do. We can thumb through some things. Let me see how much power I have on my phone. We're good. We're good. Let me... Where is my... You know what? I was going to find that selfie stick, but I think the tripod is an easier thing to use. We're going to attempt... Let me turn this thing on. I have to do this because, you know what, let's do this. Okay, I turned off redeems because redeems will not work on the phone because I don't have that software on my phone. And we can turn off the music. Oh, you don't need to see what's on my phone. There's nothing bad on my phone. If I remember how to stream from my phone. IRL. Let's do this.